This time for real. This time for real, we're definitely here.
Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Dragon Throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the sovereign of Vermont! Long live the sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Excuse me.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Is it you? No? It is hard to say. If the pawn I'm looking for doesn't come forward soon, there'll be trouble for the lot of you. Are you the one, then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No? Ah, it must... Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that ye... Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's... Come along, you feckless dullards.
I'm gonna have to restart because I wasn't paying attention.
Nodding off where I stand.
Learn your place, pawn.
Well past.
My shift's over. No sign of my replacement today. I think I've earned a rest.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Can't take it anymore.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Wouldn't give to be rid of all this. It's a thankless job, this.
Aught about this place makes me nervous.
It's been a hard day.
Adventuring's a grand way to wind up a cadaver.
Living's
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the
That's probably
station in
how
the
it
back
worked in the
and bringing them
first
here.
game, too. Now that I think about it. All right. Well, the 3 people I had watching my stream before, probably never coming back. Took so long to fix this thing. So I started my stream, right? Yeah, I started my stream, right? But there was a problem. A understandable problem.
How are we to fight with such worn out gear?
What did they want? I wasn't paying attention. I probably won't need to go deep. Like they can be picked up rocks. Yep.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap.
yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, what happened was, unlike, because I'm using, I started recording more, even though I never shared any of that content.
Miserable place to
I
die.
started carrying more of my stuff too.
It's been a hard day.
What about this
my
place makes me
joints have been
nervous.
aching something fierce of late.
I actually don't know where to put these rocks.
mug of ale is just what I need.
A job well done. Now the next step is to...
Ah, it looks like I figured it out. Finish it? Yeah, that's awesome.
What is this commotion?
Nah, but like,
Perhaps we ought to
my
investigate.
previous one, my bit rate was like always higher by default. On this one, they were like, "Hey, bro, we only got you on 2,000 bit rate, but we recommend at least 6,000 for a minimum." Bro, how did that Medusa turn them to stone? They weren't looking at her.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You can't fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully and attack as the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for clever combatants. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to your foe.
Are you unharmed?
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Marissa.
God son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
Picked up.
You must jump. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold.
All I gotta remember is I found the best not to piss people off, so I don't use my team. Magic spearman. Apparently,
Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never
but
heard of
apparently
such a
you could piss the teachers off and you could be locked out
Certainly
of
not
your
like that here in
avocation
Vermont.
permanently.
Would
just
it be
'cause
you were
pissed them
held in
off.
the neighboring country of
Yep.
Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. Been estranged from Batal since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there.
Okay, so we play good citizen until we get what we want, and then we play bad cop afterwards.
Fine! Goblins!
Hold on. It's the same to my food nearby. Man, why is my order always the second order to get delivered? Never fails. I get my shit cold while everybody gets their shit hot. And the person that's first before me is always closer but in the opposite direction. I'm like, bitch, if you can't go to a straight line to get these fucking orders, don't pick up two. Yeah, but I also gotta turn on the lights for the porch. So I'll be right back.
Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength lacking, then buy the curative or have a bit of greenwash. When one of the fiends comes in, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to... There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Where are you going? Have you beheld the dragon as yet?
You moved so far away from the creatures and you
I
told me
count
to
that a
go pick their
blessing.
bodies. And you
All I know
yell
for
at
sure
me,
is
like,
that
where
tis
are
a
you going?
beast e'er more
It's like, bitch,
fearsome
you
than
told
a
me to
griffin.
do this.
One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Nell to see that. But hope that sovereign rid us of his airline. No mean feat. But that's the sovereign's duty, isn't it? When the dragon rears its ugly head, the sovereign steps up to challenge. Vermin owes much of its prosperity to its servants. Though, personally, that's never been looking after us. Speaking of, 'twould seem fortune smiled on you this day, sir. You might have fallen in the water back there. And I can scarce imagine aught more tragic than finding freedom, only to be immediately engulfed by the brine.
Not using a barbershop to fix the way you walk.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
Damn,
You seek the Riftstone, do you not?
What do you see it?
We can take you to
straight
it.
up at him, bro.
Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone.
Looks like my...
'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world.
Well, I technically ain't got the money to spend on it, but you know...
Pray.
Ooh, monkey's
Summon your
call.
pawn.
Can't be helped.
Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Alright, before I do that, those are my foods here. Let me go get that. Alright. We returned with the cheap and only available food. Or one of the only two available food during this time. If it wasn't Taco Bell, it would be McDonald's. Unfortunately... Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm, you know, coming from Michigan that, you know, had so many options during the night, to this where it's like, literally, yep, Oregon State, bro. They literally only have the 24/7. About 4 years now. I missed them so much. As I'm taking a bite here, I was like, bro, I could have got 4 times as much of this off the same price just from getting it from Coney's. Oh yeah. If it wasn't a choice between Taco Bell and McDonald's, definitely never picking those two, unless I have to, which in this case I did. Put a little smile on my face. Yeah, one of my friends who didn't really like the first game, but still played it almost to the end, was like, he's like, yeah, he's like, I don't think I want to play the second game because I heard there was no fast travel. I was like, the first game didn't really have fast travel; it was limited. You had to find some limited weight stones and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was telling them. That he's like, oh, he's like, oh. And I think it's funny because he's like, and it's funny too because after he heard that, he was like, oh yeah, it did have something like that. Like maybe I can do it then. But if he didn't say that he was interested in playing, you know, originally, I would have got it on PC. But unlike other PC people, my PC and my PlayStation are pretty much on the same level, so it don't matter which one I get it on. I think the only thing I miss that Taco Bell doesn't have anymore is the Core Ranch Doritos Locos Taco. I mean, for a open world RPG, I can agree with that. But it's as long as it had more like to offer than the previous game. %100% true on that.
Pawns are oft called nomads, for we wander between this world and the many other realms with which we are connected. I am no exception, and my experiences in these other worlds will doubtless be of aid to you on your adventure. 'Tis my privilege to accompany you as your loyal pawn, and I will gladly use the knowledge I gain to guide you.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fine. This is all. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say?
You know what's funny? They nerfed that weapon twice. Because everybody was using the magic beam, and then they didn't realize that the fire one was broken too. So they... yeah, because they didn't realize that, because people didn't really start with faith build. So me as a faith person, I realized that no, I had a faith and magic mix. I realized that magic did scale better with the magic side, but once you got to a certain number with faith hit pretty much at the same level. Like, oh no, they never believe in that. That's why my favorite thing being the greatest pyromancer in Dark Souls 2 never happened again. Because they nerfed it all
Mayhap
to the
you
ground.
could make Vermel then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
You remember when you were talking about, like, daggers, right? Yeah, but did you know that they were nerfed compared to number 1? Like, and number 1 daggers were, like, unnecessarily broken. Like, you didn't
Hail, Arisen.
Yeah.
Pray, ask what you wish to know.
Just like before they nerfed it, you didn't need a build to be able to one-shot somebody by parrying and hitting them with the stab afterwards. For real.
Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the rift stones that we might aid you. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their power 'tis the name given to fate's chosen. Those destined to command the port, even with your memories lost to you. I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May for...
What are you talking about? That is true. Hey man. Hey man, just know somewhere in this American server, T-Pain do exist. Somebody made T, like there's actually been a lot of like people been sharing a lot of stuff they've been making, and like just the fact that somebody made T-Pain is hilarious. Though there are some freaks, I have seen some freaks. Imagine somebody seeing a recording of somebody playing with the pawn of Kanye and T-Pain on his fucking. Oh, so that's how you do that part. Yeah, I was telling a friend until I made because they made their normally they make their pawn a like a warrior, but they decided to go outside of their norm. They're like, yeah, we're going with the archer. I think I'd be back into your pawn for now. Somebody literally made their characters their pawn from the outskirts.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Somebody has one called Meat Sweats. Who made?
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Ah, it's Finn that made that one. Okay. And then Lilith must be Tyrone, right? Oh no, it's Nigel. Cool.
Force goes awry.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. Very well. May
here to search for a full thing of thieves alone.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it.
"'Tis a pleasure to meet you."
A well-organized pack is my speciality. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns. I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. Very well. May fortunes...
rocking the thief as a class. And every time I find a good thief, they're too expensive. Adventure game.
Must hold out.
Not sure I can handle this. Someone will buy off. The best quality a soldier can...
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
No, I mostly like using extra pawns or the backpack, that's all.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
Fancy a gander?
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You ought at least rest for the evening. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready.
There's a ladder here.
Hoy there! My pa always used to... Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. You should stop by the inn in Elf if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
As good a place as any. Could have sworn. Oh, could use a rest. Now I've got it stepped in it.
First, assess the field. Then at...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
I swear I didn't press circle though. Although I did want to thief. I've already picked it up.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Hail! You a soldier? We've had to start sending out new...
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will.
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? Bard can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Say, you seem stout of heart. You've my thanks. And Ricardo...
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need.
Alright, but before we actually do that, I just remembered, try one more time for that.
nothing but trouble lurking here. The best quality a soldier can have.
In relation to that, ought we not add an archer to our ranks?
She said it too. I was like looking at the archers. I'm like, we might need an archer for this mission.
We have found a material. Goblins, Master! One might confidently call that a resounding victory. We are to retreat, then? I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. You must regain your footing. Sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies.
Sir? Is that all of them? Yeah. You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I've the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superior...
We'd best report back. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Must hold out till someone comes.
I mustn't let the cap... Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seen at. We'll be extending his training period.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us.
We have succeeded in defending our charge. A sign of good things to come, mayhap?
Well met.
Will be in my pieces they call masterworks someday.
Well met. A trying time for merchants of any ilk. Always a pleasure.
You seem well.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
I find goods for sale.
First, assess the field, then add to talk. We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
Now,
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
Would that I now had cause to draw steel.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. I'm nodding off where I stand.
Oh, there they put a question mark that there's a quest here. That basically says,
I hasten home, were this not my duty.
We've got goblins!
A common reward. Frustratingly so. That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Let us work together to honor...
So, this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
Pitiable Arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to play. Please. Hope to see you again.
Let's fix this up proper.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Send help!
This moment forth, thou art arisen, charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. Wasn't arisen. I'm afraid I don't. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated. Though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are... Oh, but forgive me. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him.
the answers we need. Should we ask around?
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen?
My head hurt. Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. So when I had tell of a medicine only to be... But, well, as luck will be ashamed to return empty-handed after... What? Suppose there's no harm in... Seems my luck's not as rotten as I...
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Runa's apothecary here in Mel.
Ah,
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, now tell me, are you registered? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very... Well now, that won't do. You need... Go on, Twill. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to... I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress... 'Tis a vocation for those... However, the more powerful thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those thieves favor light armor. Their talents depend upon their finesse, and... but naturally, 'tis a vocation. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a... Very well. There is no wrong. But I shan't take up any more of your...
You found strength courses through you?
If there is aught you wish to know of vocation... Very well. There is no wrong. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. Here at the inn, we also... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of that. At me? Did you need something?
'Tis good to be busy. Work begets always a pleasure.
Where was I headed? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Yet he ought to befall him. I couldn't live with myself.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watch...
Shall we seek some answers?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
How do
I'll go and open the chest.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to I've prepared some explosive casks.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true, but I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
Right you are.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. First and foremost, will you accompany my thanks? Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with...
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Whoops. This man can do some explosives. I guess I would talk to him.
Oh, Saurians! There!
Fire's fury shan't be of aid against this foe. Arisen, to me. I shall heal you. Wait a moment. Well done.
Listen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
It is not what I expected. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Thinking that the death didn't happen the second time. I thought it was way punch out exactly the way I was expecting it the first time. Oh, man, I didn't know that.
Well, that appears to have sent some of them. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will... But pray, take care not to drop it in the... You must make sure your aim is true. Good. You'll find the jars of poison...
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
In relation to that, we've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
We've no need of a thief if we're content to overwhelm our foes with sheer force.
Something, proper with water instead of just like the whole tenfold shit. I just feel stupid about that.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
I use it being ready at the instant to instantly grab me. I'm okay with the still being there. Can you give me a chance to swim back on shore? Well, I just slipped up a little bit when this thing, backhanded me with the tail. I was fighting the lizard thing and they smacked me into the water. I'm right next to the edge, so I'm like, I can get back.
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
That is what happened. I was
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought... Oh, well, if you do pick some up...
I was saying, it always sucks when you see water creatures insta-die when they go into the water.
Off to market I go.
Like, that's your habitat. I know there's a monster in there, but you should be ready. Somehow you're not. Any other creature, I'm okay with them dying, but like them tentacle creatures that are like, if you make your nest near this water, you know that there's something there. You should technically be safe because you know you'll work around the tentacle creature. Otherwise, what's the point of your existence?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to...
You know, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give a whole apple when I give them away.
I bid you farewell, Arisen. I trust you want.
I'm sorry, you guys both carried me too much. Interesting.
I pray my efforts aid your cause. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you...
Where to now?
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Lots to do. Precious little time. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap his time I went looking for.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
I end up feeling weak even after a day of rest.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Well met. Looking to make a purchase. 'Tisn't easy traveling out in the world, all alone. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
You've done as I asked, and I must say you've a fine arm. Watching you got me thinking. Or perhaps 'tis a little... In any event, thanks to the work you...
Our task is complete. That was certainly worthwhile.
An achievement to be proud of.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
Make haste, then. We must leave enough. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Oi, where do you think you're going?
We've got goblins!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I scaled it up,
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I think my guy can compete with the female demographic. They're big in general though. The fact that I put that to that. It's still pretty cool. All my efforts are not important. Just enough.
Who found it, Arisen?
Back to life. Most games, the males be having stick figure ass. Even if they fat.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many defenders. They are not dealt with lightly. There's still you're not one of them. Regardless, you well not like my choice.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Yeah, I don't want to see you doing that. You just randomly stopping me. Looking like that. Nah, but for real though, I think,
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
even if I'm not as
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim.
I think I still
Might I be of assistance? I will protect you. Efficiency at its best. Once more! We are none of us alike in vocation. Our respective abilities are unique as well. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen?
It is uncertain. This...
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up...
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, if the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. All's been arranged. Come. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Picking up stuff, bro, we up. Nothing stopping at this camp.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
You kind of making a mistake. think you're picking up some of these things and you got shit to do, but I'm just like, oh, I'm not. I just got 1,000 of this. I might have to send you back. I might have to send you Casa back over here. So they're telling me that.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Goblins, Master!
Let me get that.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Carry it back. Alright, I'm back.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged... specialists. Each to their own.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Let us work together to honor the
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
What's this? We're trapped. Fine! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Craig, be on your guard.
It seems we have enraged our foe. Might we not use the rage to our advantage? By your means.
Fall back!
Time remains, Captain.
You have my gratitude, sir. It would seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the... You're free to make your own way to the capital now. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart.
This source material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and...
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Not bad.
Come, follow my example!
I concur.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't... regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest? All right? Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it, though I admit I had my doubts at first.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us, you must submit to questioning. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before you, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrate. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Such quietude is
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit...
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell what you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
Now that I'm here.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Stomach's complaining.
What to do? Sure I can handle this. Watch.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Whatever's to be done.
Whoa.
That old fool.
What manner
lost a day without me.
Living's hard.
You know what I think is hilarious though?
If quality's your concern,
So far,
you're in the
all
right.
the towns I've gone to, although they have been different, they still just feel like what their intention were, which is just like a reimagining of the first game. I'm like, yeah, different roads, different everything, but it 100% is just the first game.
Whatever, someone to talk to.
I've
Yeah.
heard some interesting tidings about town.
I just think
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
I just think it's funny that the towns, even though they're like different layout and stuff, they seem like they you know, are like, you know, and they have different names obviously, but they fully seem like they're the same as all the other shit that was previously there. I'm like, yeah, the con thing is in a different area.
Master, I've naught more to say. Pressing me further shan't change that. Tis not brawn and might that win.
Making a game when 4K got stabilized is probably the move for real.
I've a knack for gathering items, and I hope I can count on you in a scrape.
Hey man, they're telling you you're lacking magic. Yeah, we'll keep Mikasa for now.
Well met, sir. It's been a hard day.
Spirit of a woman,
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. Commerce is the domain of clever minds. You know where to find me.
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit, and we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We shall have to scour, high and low.
Well, that kind of sad.
It is nice to see everyone out and about.
Have a look.
Hasn't anyone got coin to spend?
trying to, I don't know what that Lord is doing. She's out there trying to something.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
I was gonna say,
Ah,
I tried
excellent
to
find.
make my chick a sorcerer as quick as possible because they showed up on the list and they were red, but they wouldn't tell me, you know, what I was doing wrong, that I needed to do right, to fix it. Yeah, to make my
Your
pawn a
Majesty,
sorcerer.
'tis not a matter
I
for
think he said something
pioneers.
about a staff.
Pray, let us speak out here.
Yeah, it sounded like I need equipment for it. Oh no, my controller died. I did say I would get off like an hour ago because my controller was low. I like how the more damn, I do like one of this thing, which I don't know was in the other one, but it don't feel like it was in the other one. The you get when you take damage, like you just permanently like lose a part of your health, even if you can heal some of it back. So it forces you to actually go and rest to get that health back.
Interested in my wares? Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
Wonder how much I'll sell today.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't...
Hoi, friend. Fair warning. Goblins from the tell of it. There, pray do be careful.
know
Losing
what?
my wares
That's
for
fair.
good would make me sore. But no.
I was like, if I jump off the cliff like a dumbass, I should not be able to get majority of my health back by eating a fucking apple.
A sack of gold could compare to a fat.
Let's not be hasty now.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
I ain't got that.
This can't be how it ends.
Oh.
A tad rowdy, but I can't complain.
Okay, yeah.
This really is fun.
That's cool.
Good day, sir.
I saw I used it for the lantern the one time. I did not pay attention to food at all. Anyways, they
Fancy a look at my wares?
Might as well take a look.
I'm looking
while
at their
you're
cheese
here,
wheels
eh?
right now. I'm letting you know right now, they ain't looking so cheesy, you know what I'm saying?
I thought you
They're
might
looking
like this, so I picked
like
it up.
giant wheels
Here you
for
go.
one of the packet shit that you had.
Best any of these lumps in a scrape. I get along with them. The rules add to your head home.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the the palace is... Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen? Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have if your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now. Would that I could undertake the task myself. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent...
Absolute nerve of him colliding into you and running off. Has no one any respect for the Arisen in this city?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty's claim, the citizenry, what say you? Might I ask? I thank you, your majesty. The first is Trevo Mine. Next is Half Village. Finally, there is a...
Off we go then.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I refer to Waldar many a time as Disa demanded, and many a time as the magistrate refused her. For his law, our laws dictate that. Thus, as the staunch... What say you? I prepared a means for you to... This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered,
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
This inspires naught but misgivings. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.